What is it that compels us as humans to continually explore our past, our origins, where we came from? Evolution, Darwinism, the cosmos, hitchhikers on asteroids, perhaps creationism. We constantly wander our planet, hike trails and explore beaches, rivers, just curious as to what lay beneath our feet. Dinosaurs. For most of us, we see those behemoths as simply a very large example, in most but not all cases, of a Jurassic Park movie in real life, minus the computer-generated creatures. The megalodon shark. This giant creature of the deep lived during the Miocene period, some 13 million years ago. 3 times as long as the largest great white ever studied, at an estimated 70 feet and weighing a mind-blowing 100,000 pounds. That brings us to today. Meet Marvin Underwood.
Hi, my name's Marvin E. Underwood. I'm known as the Fossil Man. I growed up real poor on the farm. When I was 3 years old, I started finding arrowheads. They was like this and real pretty. But now, everything's ground up. You can't hardly find any good arrowheads anymore unless you find them in a low bottom where they can't diss or whatever.
Born and raised dirt poor in Johnston County, North Carolina. Son of a sharecropper with barely a 3rd grade education. He led a simple life and could fix anything mechanical.
I got a lot of sense about knowing things when I see it and understanding stuff. Although when I was 14, I got hit in the head with a ball bat, accident, and it left me in a bad situation with brain damage.
He continued working hard and saved his money doing jobs no one else it seemed could or wanted to do. He was so good at fixing things that he became one of the best known and sought after bodymen, working at various collision shops, doing that job until he retired at 60 years old, health deteriorating.
I've been doing this for 10 years with 4 heart attacks on my belt. But this is good for me. The doctor said, "Ever what you're doing, you keep doing it, because it's working for you."
So as he retired, he had some time on his hands. He decided to build a shack down by the river where he lived and started digging. He would spend hours upon hours hunting for artifacts, from arrowheads, buckets of rocks and round stones, polished mirror perfect by the constant ebb and flow of ocean tides from millennia ago. He found shells and shark teeth. Lots of shark teeth. Big ones, in fact.
This megalodon tooth, this big tooth here, was found down the creek there about 300 yards, and I was digging in the bank and it fell out into a whole handful of mud. And when I washed it off, I couldn't believe it. And of course, this is a great white's tooth in the middle. It shows you how big a megalodon tooth is. All this right here, see, is the imprints of the fossils. When we break the mud down, it fall over, which the shells was long gone, long time ago, but still the fossil imprint's still there, you see. And it shows here where it's at now. And this was never named, but because I was part Cherokee Indian, I want it named Indian Creek, so it's on a geological map now as Indian Creek. to find all this down here has confused a lot of people, but it didn't confuse me because I saw all this stuff and I knew the ocean was here. And then I got to reading, and the ocean went all the way to Sanford, called the Sand Hills. That's where the ocean went. It was, and half of the state was under the water, you know. This is the artifacts that I found down here in the Indian Creek bed, and it is all authentic. It's all been identified by Dr. Vincent Snyder at the Life and Science Museum. And the other day when I was down here, I found the prettiest piece of round wood, about that long, just as perfect round, and it was black petrified wood. And it was just so exciting, it come right up out of that stuff in my shovel. And it's already polished, just as slick and black as ink. And I love, and that's one of my favorite things is petrified wood, black petrified wood. And although I love the teeth I found, but I have give out over 4,000 teeth to kids over the years, you know. I don't like to sell too much because it's not right to sell something that other people would take, you know, they buy it and then they go off and make more money on it and all like that. It's not a business, that it is, but I don't really appreciate some things that people do with artifacts. I got it in museums and stuff, and the Benson Museum is where I got a lot of stuff. And I really appreciate everything that all these people in museums and stuff has done for me. And Dr. Vincent Snyder in Raleigh at the Life Museum in Raleigh, he's the one that taught me most of everything. I cured about 500 or 600 artifacts up there. And he said, now you got to be listening, because I ain't going to tell you but one time what this is and what that is. And I was interested in it, and it really stuck, you know. And I thank the world of him because he was the one that, he said, you have a lot of passion for this stuff. Since then, I've dug a lot more. And I found quite a few pieces that is very rare, like inner ear bones to whales. I got maybe 3 or 4 of them. And I found these scallop shells that's solid black, petrified black. And there's very few of them anywhere.
He is the Fossil Man.
I've had an interesting life. It's just, I love everybody and I love everything. You never know what you're going to find until you look for it. You can't just come down here and look at the creek and see if there's anything in it. You got to dig.